time's for real. Are you guys ready? Okay then, begin!
It's time to do it! Let's begin!
May the best man win. I intend to.
Venomous! Roll battle!
それでは第9回戦
この発旋部
I mean, we here. It's Wednesday. It was Roundtable made Spider Can't Hear, AK Mr. AK, the villain of the Blerd Cartel. I've been inherited the man now. So, I mean, follow us everywhere. You know, Facebook, IG, YouTube, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok, Twitch. We everywhere. You know what I mean? Shout out to Blerd.com, Blerd Official. Why is it not showing up? There we go. Blerd Official on YouTube, Blerd.com, articles, merch, the whole nine, and we're streaming on there also. So shout out to them and anything they got going on. Shout out to What It Sound Like podcast, hosted by Holly His Sensei himself. Going through album reviews, everything pertaining to music. I mean, and then make it make sense. You know what I mean? They got current events, all that good stuff, whatever's going on in the life of watching whatever is going on. So, you know, shout out to them on Saturdays. Who else we got? The Blur Syndicate, shout out to them. Everything they got going on. Shout out to the Y-Fuse, Reviews. Sundays at 8, you know what I mean? So, yeah, this week. Shout out to Molari and his MK1 tournament. We are sponsoring a bracket, so you should have a highlight reel for us to put up here. So, I mean, shout out to him and everything they got going on. And shout out to Honey and Cocoa Podcast. And, you know, we here. A lot of niggas here, so what's up with y'all?
Living life, living the dream.
Life is life.
Yeah.
Everybody sounds tired, so
I'm spry right now.
only new guy here is shout out to AJ.
Lala sounds tired, actually.
Hey, Lola.
Whoa, AJ.
Hey, on TikTok, they post for his lives, and you know everybody getting familiarized with the Blerd Cartel and all the posts we make. So yeah, so this topic today is the big three was gone, right? It's like we're hanging it up. We're not doing any more anime. All the manga spinoffs, they're done, and Dragon Ball. What new anime can pick up the slack and just carry anime into the future? Which I don't think it can. And personally, I don't think any, because they have to drop Thousand Year Blood War. They had to drop baby Dragon Ball characters, and they gotta bring Boruto, and One Piece is just gonna go on forever. I don't think any can take the reins, you know what I mean? But we here, so we got all these people. So anybody want to go first and think of any new gen anime can just carry?
JJK doing it right now, man. Anime and manga wise. The manga wise, the heat just started dying down because of this fight with Kenjaku and the Bull right now. Spoiler. But besides that, the last 3 months, JJK been on fire, been carrying. The anime every season they come out is doing something crazy, and everybody still talk about that Toji fight every week. If it can keep up a pace like that forever with Mappa, I can see it carrying.
I concur.
I don't know if I agree with that, actually. Not because JJK isn't great, because it is, but it's just, it sits in a specific niche of fans. Like all of dark anime, not everybody is into it and stuff. So at least even people that aren't necessarily battle shonen people or anything like that, they still vibe with Dragon Ball and Naruto and stuff like that, even if it's not their favorite. but JJK falls in a very specific niche, and so I'm just not 100% sure that would have the same impact as the big three per se. Like it'll be popular, yes, and it can last, but big three status, I don't know. I think it would have to be a more versatile show to bring in all types of anime watchers.
But if you look at even sports, right? So Jordan had to carry the face of the NBA. LeBron had to carry the face of the NBA for 20 years. So I mean, that just proves it's just like how people have mantles and just like we're gonna keep marking. People can say Steph Curry, but it's not. It's still LeBron. He's still the face of the NBA. The NFL is a little different. There's no real face of it. There's no real mascot except for Tom Brady, but he left. So you see how with certain things are just like the mainstay. I think anime's in big trouble if the big three is just like stop producing stuff. You'll have stuff for the season, like that fall anime, like the fall anime we got right now is crazy. But
Crazy.
they're gonna forget it next year. They're gonna forget Undead Unluck next year. They're gonna forget everything that came out this year. Be like, oh,
Bless you.
Dragon Ball Baby GT characters, we're in there.
So do you think it really needs to be carried, or do we just need interesting shows until we find the next phase?
But you have to you
Both.
have to get
Both.
it some way, shape, or form.
I guess.
I mean, I feel like it's gonna be hard for any new gen anime to carry, simply because when you look at the big three, you look at Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, whatever. They've been around for a span of years, like years, since niggas was in middle school, high school, or whatever. All these new animes, they already over. Black Clover about to be done. My Hero about to be over. Demon Slayer is done. I mean, Fire Force is done. Jujutsu Kaisen about to be over soon. Like, I mean, none of these have like mainstay ability to be around for a span of years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So unless we get one that's new and it's we about to hit like 1,000+ chapters, however many seasons, I don't really think something that's going to be around for 2.5, maybe 3 years can carry the load. Like, it's I don't think it's going to work like that.
So that's how bad the writing is, huh?
No, I think that's just how the manga world is now. They want to get everything wrapped up faster now because the way they canceling people, if your shit not fire, like right off the bat, they canceling you, and that's what people want now. That's what the readers want. They want to get straight to the point, the action. That's what the readers want.
I mean, Bleach is the youngest of the three, right? So we're pretty much 20 years on Naruto if we're counting the manga, and then we're 20 plus on Dragon Ball. So I mean, and then what's it, John? One Piece is 20 plus. Can My Hero, Black Clover,
Not My Hero.
Can any of those carry 20 plus years? Like,
No.
I think My Hero.
I think My Hero can. I think it can.
If you really go branching paths, it could carry. It could carry.
My Hero
like
is going to be
X-Men.
gone once it ends. I promise you.
It's
We're going to talk about My Hero for maybe one more
My Hero
season
got
after
two
it
movies in
ends, and then we're not going to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, by the time My Hero ends, I feel like at that point we gonna start talking about like the prime era of like Chainsaw Man. We're gonna start talking about like Hell's Paradise, like like that new upcoming like anime generation. The moment My Hero ends, I feel like, not saying it's gonna be forgotten about, but there's gonna be so much lit stuff coming out as soon as that ends. It's basically gonna be looked at as an afterthought because of like the high factor of what's already in its prime right there. So I don't see it carrying at all.
What if we're already in an era where we don't need such anime to come out to carry like that? The attention span is different. Back 10, 20 years ago, you didn't have to write so many.
And it's more mainstream, so I agree. I'm not necessarily sure you need a big three to continue on anime legacy. Like, it's only going to become more and more popular, especially now that we have it on mainstream services where you don't even necessarily need a Funimation or a Crunchyroll or whatever. You can get it on Netflix, you can find it on YouTube, you can find it damn near anywhere. So I don't necessarily think there's a necessity to have something to take its place. I do believe that there's mangas out there that are doing really good numbers and gaining the popularity that that carry, but I don't know if that always translate over to anime watchers and anime numbers as a whole in general.
If that's the case, the age of the casual is done.
I mean,
Well, it is because now we are in the casual age. There are so many people that just come across an anime on Netflix. Like, just think about how many people watch Cyberpunk Edge Runners and maybe have never picked up anime prior to that or even after that, but they love Edge Runners. You get what I'm saying? Or now people are willing to just casually check out anime here and there because they watch the One Piece live action.
But then people get misconstrued and be like, "Oh, I watched Blue Eye Samurai. That anime is fire," but it's not an anime.
It's not.
It's just right. Like we just watching shit at this point. AJ, you knew. What's your opinion on what we've been talking about? Any black out. It was a time to shine. It's like, no, I'm gonna dip out on this one.
I'm gonna fade black.
No, I ain't trying to dip. My bad. I had to take my headphones off. But I don't really think there's no new age anime to carry just because, like everybody said, like the attention span is different, and if we pay attention, all they're doing is revamping a lot of old animes. Like we done seen a new version of Trigon. They just came out with Ronin Kenshin. I know they talk about bringing back Yu Yu Hakusho after the live action. So I don't think you really need
Angelica, what's up?
A big three to carry or another anime to carry because we have so many going on so many times. Like, and everybody has a different taste or a different palette. Some people like story, some people like action, some people like I want to say romance in animes. But I lost my train of thought. But I couldn't really pick one, but if I could probably just say one, maybe Chainsaw Man, just because the way it's drawn aesthetically is good. It's good fight scenes. Like, I'm not gonna talk about story because it doesn't really have a story, but I think Denji as the main character, like pulls a lot of people in just the way he's act. He's not really a hero. He's not really a villain. He just walks to them, beats them.
But are we really into a story in 2023? The age of the story anime, I think, is done. It's finished.
I don't think you've ever started because a lot of people ask.
Kogi's Death Note, Monster. Everybody jacking that right now. I need some fighting. I need some shonen in my life. I need some that and that. Niggas ain't jacking storylines anymore. We want action. That's
that's the new age, new wave of fans. Like, I mean, since everybody on this panel, we've been watching anime since whenever. So we done got an expansive library of genres that that we fuck with. These new people that's just coming in, they just instantly watching whatever, like you said, got the action involved. So they don't even care to think about a story because I just want to see a good fight. That's it. Whatever I could post on TikTok, make a reel out of. That's all. Like, I mean, that's what they want right now. I mean,
shout out to the reel.
That's been me since I seen Dragon Balls at like 8 or 9.
Dragon Balls.
I'll ask this: Menace, do you think Hell's Paradise can carry? Fire?
No, not even close.
I don't know.
People forgetting about it already.
Wise, no, that's not true. Because everybody, you brought up Chainsaw Man, and there's so many people that believe that Hell's Paradise is better than Chainsaw Man.
Oh, I ain't bring up Chainsaw Man. I know that's trash. That's trash to me, in my opinion.
I don't know if it can. I don't know if it could carry. Well, see, I haven't read the full manga, but I've heard it's amazing. And just based off of what I heard, I don't know if it can carry anime wise, but impact wise on the manga community, I believe that it carries.
But also, if you look at, I think the best year for a new class to take over was 2019. That was the class right there.
You love 2019.
I'm telling you, but listen, Shield Hero, Dororo, Demon Slayer, Dr. Stone, Promised Neverland, and everybody, Vinland Saga, everybody else, Fire Force. That was a good year. That was 2019. 80% of that is done.
Right.
You're only left with My Hero and Black Clover and Demon Slayer, they fucked up Promised Neverland from the manga. If they just followed the manga of Promised Neverland, it would be up there. They're
If
done.
Fire Force ever comes
Zoro's
back,
done. Fire
it'd be
Force
good,
is
but
done. I mean, Fire Force can continue with anime, but the manga is done. Like, well, Demon Slayer is technically done too via the manga, but a lot of that class is just done. They oh my god, Thorfinn's not killing people. He actually has a character. I don't want to watch it anymore. They shat on fucking season 2, and season 2 was great.
it was
Season 2
excellent.
was amazing.
So it's just like that's what you would have got if Gohan took over from the Cell Saga, but he wasn't. Sorry, I knew what he was doing. We gotta bring Goku back to life and carry. He knew.
That's because they decided to write Gohan like that. That's all.
Oh, make Gohan great again. No.
That time is
He wasn't great to begin with, for real. He's just showing good signs of that.
I don't know about all
Now we
that.
turn on Gohan. That's crazy.
I was about to say, I don't know if I agree with that.
Okay.
Menace, are you a kaiju number 8 Negro or no? I've been hearing things about that. Like this is the new jam right here.
No, I haven't seen that yet.
That's gonna be that shit. 2024 gonna be crazy.
Kaiju number 8 is fire, but it's not carrying.
I hear that. Yeah. I hear the solo leveling Negroes is just like, oh my god, when this comes out, this is gonna be
the way they've been fucking up webtoons. I don't see solo leveling.
Webtoons don't even have a chance. God of High School was shit.
I didn't mind God of High School.
God of High School was actually
They never give it.
That anime,
They never give it
terrible.
No, I like
Are
the
you talking
anime,
about the
but they
webtoon or
never
the
give enough.
The
They
anime,
never
the
give enough
transition
to
to
it.
anime.
The anime is trash once you read the webtoon.
High School
Yeah.
Only been 12
The anime they
episodes.
paced it way too fast. Like
Yes.
Yeah, like it was rushed.
It was for sure.
Rush
bro.
as fuck. Oh, and guess what? Another anime is down the toilet. Tokyo Revengers. Niggas is done with that. This shit is trash now. It's done.
I never got
Once
into
you
it.
see
I
the
watched the first
once
two
you see
episodes.
the ending,
I
yes.
disagree because what just happened in the last like 2 episodes is crazy.
But it's always like that. Well, season 2 was a down John because that was
It
like
was a slow season last season, but this season I haven't stopped watching it, honestly. Now,
But
is it on the level of like some of the new anime that we're getting this season? No, but it's basically making up, in my opinion, for last season and how slow it was, to where you didn't get all the nitty gritty until like the last like 2 episodes when they were fighting in the church. But outside of that, this whole season has been plot twist after plot twist. No.
Gojo is carrying a side character.
No, he's carrying. Is he carrying anime right now?
He is a side character.
He was carrying the manga verse.
Right now?
I think the whole
was.
anime itself is carrying because there's so many different things. Like, would you be interested? Like, what we just saw with Sukuna last week was fucking crazy. Like, what we saw with Toji every time he shows up, it's crazy. Like, it's not just all about Gojo, so I can't give all of
I don't know.
JJK
The last 3 months been all about Gojo.
It's been
The last 3 months been about that man.
Toji turned up though.
Hey, well,
Oh,
listen,
yeah. On anime side, told you was that nigga.
What I'm saying is
was
all
like
this
that.
next year, all this year, I'm sorry, all this of 2023, and guess what? Next week, you're going to see motherfucking Goku going on the Macy's Day Parade. Hey, Luffy got a little John too.
Yeah.
Naruto ain't Macy's Day Parade material now. He's a lower class Negro, so yeah, that's fine.
That lower class Negro is crazy.
He's a field Negro. The house niggas
Welcome to the Roundtable, my friend.
He's not the Goku the ambassador. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
Hey,
Goku the
Goku
ambassador.
had blue hair to get a float. So I mean, don't put that Bates monkey in my parade. That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
Yeah, blue hair. Listen, I'm just saying.
But it's wild when you saying about
the but gladly he's not.
Just for that, I put Jiraiya in your parade.
I'll pop that shit and throw it in the fucking NYC sewers. Other than that, any other anime that you feel as though could have carried but got overlooked because of the big three? Like Assassinated Classroom still gets talked about to this day. I know Dr. Stone's not going to make it up there in that list, but it's on season 3.
But it's really good.
Shield Hero.
Nobody care about no educational show. They should have put that on PBS.
What, Dr.
It's so
Stone?
good though.
Yes, it would have did good though.
Stone
Today
is
they would have did good.
Talking about
Look, all that
What?
science and shit you learn on there, put on PBS. That joint would have been fire.
Yeah, it would have went viral.
Cartoon Network
I
is
just think
hilarious.
I just think people that watch and like the new gen, like watchers, just don't appreciate anything outside of battle. Straight up.
I
And
concur.
that's why we're losing. I don't even think the conversation is what can carry like the big 3. I want to know like how diluted the anime community is going to be. Like that, like what we get as anime, we're gonna get to a point where we don't find really, really good stories, or you're gonna have to go digging for them because they're not gonna be super popular. So you're gonna have to search for them instead of them just being brought to your attention. Like summertime rendering snuck in and just like showed out, and barely anybody talks about it.
So let me add this. Well, will there be a Netflix big 3? The character. Netflix kind of been showing out a little bit ever since Castlevania. So I mean,
Nah.
Castlevania, if they give us another Cyberpunk, it's over. Like if they give us any other version on that quality and that level,
so
that would
you
be
said
my
real
Dragon
quick,
Ball.
like Nocturne wasn't like fire for 8 episodes.
Is
I'm not gonna lie. I feel
Yeah,
like
but,
Baki
like-
might be up there as far as like Netflix anime because a lot of
that
people,
Baki's so
a lot
bad.
of people
That
talking about
Baki's so
Baki.
bad.
Oh, but let's be real though, man. Think about how many new gen watchers have seen Baki and like they rock with it because it's not overly crazy, it's not an overly compelling story. It's just motherfuckers beating each other's ass. I mean, it's straight to the point.
But you could,
great
but you
acting,
could,
know
but
what
you
I'm
could
saying? Like, it's-
culture yourself and watch Grappler Baki when it was a story and it wasn't this over nonsensical bullshit of the Netflix one. The Netflix one is terrible. I mean, flat out, it's terrible. It's almost unwatchable.
I don't know about all that, but I'm just saying, like, you guys
Nobody ain't
you
that
gotta think
bad.
of it from the perspective of new day and age, like high action anime watchers. They
Young
want they
Negroes.
want to watch something that can
Sure.
grab their attention span. And if you watch like some of these Baki fights, that shit is straight to the point, and that shit is balls to the wall crazy. So it literally will make you want to keep watching more Baki fights if you ain't never seen something like that. So that's
You
why
can
I
watch
feel like
you can
for,
watch
like, those type of
Oma
things,
and
it works.
you can watch Oma in like a real tournament and just like do that.
I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to them two, Kagen Ashura, that joint, no fight's way better. And the CG is way better than Baki. You ain't gonna tell me nothing else different. Cause that CG and Baki, that shit dookie juice. I don't give a damn what nobody think.
Not the number 2 where you're just leaking out.
Can't.
You put them side by side, it's leagues different.
Listen, I'm watching Akuma Kun right now. I know that's not going to be a big 3, but Netflix has been stepping
We're
up.
reviewing that Sunday.
And if Blue Eye Samurai wasn't an anime, I don't care what the fuck it is. That shit's fire. It's just 40 minutes of just like crisp, just
Regular
like
viewers think it's anime.
whatever.
They
But
think everything anime. They think Avatar's anime.
How many episodes is it? I ain't even watched that shit
I
yet.
think it's like I believe it's 8 episodes, but it's
Yeah, I
just
think
40
it's 8
minutes.
episodes, but each one's damn near an hour long.
Yeah, hour long. Just like it's compelling. Just like the whole, and the end is not what you think it's going to be. So I was genuinely surprised at the ending. So, but to
Like I'm not
carry
even
on
trying
to
to glaze, but like if you ain't into Blue Eye Samurai in the first 10 minutes, because in the first 10 minutes of the first episode there's already like some crazy action, you probably not gonna like the rest of the show. I'm just saying, like, it's really one of them shows that like it kicks off immediately. Like it just straight to the point. Action. Motherfucker.
I'm on
So
that
you
right
start-
after this.
So
You
you
stand on
start
business.
Samurai? You said
Yeah,
Blue Eye
Blue Eye
Samurai,
Samurai,
that
yeah.
work.
Interesting.
I'm gonna start that after this.
What's the other joint they had? What's the other joint Netflix had?
Oh,
Pluto's crazy.
Only
I rock with
Moonshine.
Pluto.
Yeah, I
Huh?
keep saying about that Pluto. I keep seeing a lot
I
about
can't
that.
fuck with Pluto. I can't fuck with it. I'm sorry.
Only
You
move
can't
I
fuck
didn't
with
watch
it.
it.
I can't fuck with it. Not
I
I
thought
can't
it was. I
fuck.
thought it was
You know
alright,
what?
man.
I can't fuck with the second story. The old man and the robot. Don't teach me how to play the piano. Get off my piano for fucking 25 minutes. No, it's like what the fuck. It's 3 a.m. I'm trying to watch this shit. I'm gonna keep going to sleep. Animusha's that work. Animusha is crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. The stuff with the robot and the old man, that was alright because it was like it gave you that feel that like robots can, like, you know, they got that emotion with him too.
Yeah,
And he was talking about, you know, I don't want to be on the battlefield no more. Like he wants to be more of like a human as a robot. So
He said,
it
"Nigga,
was
stop
cool,
touching my
man.
piano. Fuck out of here."
Yeah, hey, I'm just saying, you know, it was a good little moment. You
So
gotta
another
appreciate
Astro.
it.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out too. Okay, y'all hit me with the bangers. Bye-bye.
So I do want to talk about old 90 anime that does get touched upon still today and doesn't get reanimated, just like Cowboy Bebop, stuff like that. So those are action and blood story driven. If you could replicate something like that in this 2023 era, can you carry if the big 3 went away?
A Cowboy Bebop.
Just for example, and don't forget the Hunter x Hunter Negroes are still around.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like Hunter x Hunter would have been one of those that could potentially carry, but you know, it got the name hiatus for a reason. You know what I mean? So that, you know, kind of fucks up.
But the fans are loyal.
Yeah,
if
the fans
if,
are loyal.
if they drop out, if they pop out with an anime, again, it's over.
But I feel like
until it's over.
They way too behind the
Yo, you out of pocket.
I mean, they way too behind the line right now for them to make that leap. We about to carry now. Like, nah, like too many people. Like they still fuck with it, but it's a lot of people I know they just off it because they like this shit ain't never gonna continue. You know what I mean? I'm cool, just like how niggas was with Berserk. Like, it was like, man, is this shit ever going?
Oh God, them Berserk Negroes.
Oh my God, I'm trying to hear about this.
We all gonna be in the ground before Berserk ends.
Same with Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, Berserk 97 was the best.
I'm gonna be like 75.
We got how many movies of Berserk before it even continued on?
It's actually it should be ended though. 2 more arcs. They said like it's actually getting to the climax because
shit.
They said that a
keeping
lot
up with the
about
manga too.
So what stopped Hunter x Hunter from being a big 3? Like just the inconsistency, or just like
basically?
I mean, not just that. Technically, it came out at a different time.
It came out
the
at a time.
manga, didn't it come out at a
Naruto,
different time? Yeah, so that's why I didn't fall into the big 3, timing wise.
But it was still one of the popular anime during that time. Like it was one of the most popular. It was one of the most popular anime. I think it was like 4 or 5 on that list. Yeah.
But by then, the big 3 had already been established.
Like, did it stack up really?
No, it did. But by then, the big 3 had already been established.
But why couldn't like Full Metal like be like a big 3? Also,
timing as well.
I hear people like say they love Full Metal, but they love Brotherhood the best. Like I don't hear a lot of hate on Full Metal.
There's only one Full Metal, and Brotherhood. It is that other one. That's Earth 2. That's Earth 2. We never heard about that. We don't know about that no more.
It's not enough Full Metals that work the story, everything, but it's just not enough episodes.
So I say that and say this. I know it's not it's a well, I don't even think it's an old 3 or a big 3, but it's still more popular than all of them put together. It's Pokemon. So
oh man, don't get me on that anime.
We're not gonna that's just an anomaly and whatever. So was it?
Yeah, I'm about to say that's an anomaly.
So what
Pokemon just had that global appeal that a lot of these other animes don't have.
Was it just Dragon Ball, Pokemon, and Sailor Moon? It's just like that was the previous John before they actually made a big 3.
Right.
I thought Dragon Ball Z, Yu Hakusho, and Sailor Moon.
Yeah, but it's like there was never really a big 3 until, like, if you look at the basketball, there's never really a big 3 until Bosch, Wade, James, but it was always Worthy, Magic, and Kareem, but they never called it a big 3 then.
Right.
Oh yeah, we had a big three back in the in the 80s, but you know we're gonna wait till 2000s to name the big three.
I mean, you also got rid of what? Jordan, Pimpin, and Rodman. That was a big three.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a different show.
that was a big three.
I didn't think
You
about
gotta remember.
Jordan, Pippen, Robin was a big three.
somewhere.
It was just the Michael Jordan show for real.
Well, you gotta remember the big three is all Shonen Jump, so that's the only reason they is so popular because Shonen Jump was literally taking over the goddamn world, anime and manga wise. They just taking over.
The big three couldn't even save the fucking Shonen Jump video game. Like, what are we talking?
That's gameplay. That's a video game. They ain't got nothing. If they had hot gameplay, that game would have sold like hotcakes. But you know, for some reason, they can't make that shit like Naruto Storm. So I don't know. Just take Naruto Storm and make it Shonen Jump just like that. You have a perfect bank.
It might be outside, but why does Dragon Ball just get away with so many fucking remastered games of the same game? And niggas just
because we know what to expect with Dragon Ball. Like it's just a fighting game. Like
Tenkaichi, Budokai, Tenkaichi, Kai.
Tag team went hard though.
Raging Blast. Raging Blast.
Raging Blast.
So I just pulled up the fandom for the big three, and they say that while the 3 series talking about One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach weren't the biggest sellers in the magazine, Hunter x Hunter, for instance, sold more per volume than Bleach. They kept their position on the covers due to their overall popularity. Because someone in the comments had said that it was popular, but they weren't popular worldwide.
Worldwide.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Ebony. That was very informative. I like.
Oh, so Bleach was that shit in Japan. So basically, Bleach was that shit in Japan. So Bleach was that shit in Japan outside of the day like
your way.
Right. Hunter x Hunter it sold more overall, but because it was just so hot. And I think that worldwide Bleach was that shit here compared to like Hunter x Hunter, where people were actually physically picking up Shonen Jump. That's what they're saying. So Hunter x Hunter sold more than Bleach, like magazine wise, but because Bleach was so popular, it stayed on the front cover, and that's how they determined the big three, because those 3 animes stayed on the cover more than any other anime during that time. I mean, manga during that time.
Okay.
The more you know.
Classic marketing. But I like how no sports anime can just like make that the leap.
I wish that Blue Lock would do it because I love it.
I was just gonna say I thought it was Blue Lock because I hear people talk about that Blue Lock all the time.
The only thing that would probably be consistent is the change in characters per season. So that's something y'all want to see all the time because this is only supposed to happen one time for them, right? This whole tournament.
Yeah, but it's long. Like it's like over a long period of time. So, and you get introduced to other characters outside of just them.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah.
I think that would be. I like that. That would be a nice setup.
I would think Haiku had the best chance. Well, I guess Prince of Tennis would be the thing to have the biggest chance, but
Kiriko's basketball.
Well, actually, according to fandom, the fandom website, it was slam dunk.
All right, well,
yeah, that joint still popping to this day, man. That shit is crazy.
In Japan, Gintama is that work, so I understand.
Yeah.
So why haven't
like the first part?
why haven't JoJo made the leap to where
it's his own thing, man. It got his own little niche group, and they ride for that shit hard. Like myself, I don't give a damn no. JoJo top 5. I don't care nobody.
JoJo is like even it didn't even need the big 3 for it to be as iconic as it is. Like JoJo is references in almost every anime you watch, pop culture, the memes, all that shit. Like JoJo is, regardless of how you
wait, before you say that, I have a simple answer for your question. It's homophobia.
Yeah.
That is a strong reason why JoJo's is not in the conversation more often, because people look at it as a gay anime. Straight up.
I beg your pardon.
I have no idea. I liked it. I always loved it.
I beg your pardon.
Saying
It's not. Everybody's agreeing. It's true.
Hold on.
I know. I've watched all of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and I found nothing fruity about it.
Not you.
Yeah,
a lot of people.
Not you, but the average watcher.
Other people.
Anybody that doesn't like JoJo usually doesn't like it for that reason.
Is JoJo more iconic than Sailor Moon?
Absolutely not.
No.
We're going that. We're not going that far.
No,
never.
No, yeah, let's just chill. Nothing rivals the moon cosmic power.
Dragon Ball.
Sailor Moon is...
I know a lot of people that flat out just don't like JoJo's because like it's just too funky of a show. Like a lot of people flat out told me that like the first 2 seasons alone is like, yeah, I ain't watching this shit because it's like it's just so weird and different. You know what I'm saying? It's just like people just don't fuck with that. And it's like
Menace. Let me interject. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is like that cocktail that Watson was drinking. It's an acquired taste. You know what I'm saying?
What was he drinking?
Yeah, what was he drinking?
It was a cocktail. Lift it up, Watson.
A Long Island.
Yeah.
Don't show the can. Don't show the can. Turn it around.
These Negroes aren't media trained, so.
Right. That's why I was like, turn it up. You can show the can, but not the label.
Oh,
okay. I got reincarnated as a Negro.
My bad.
Ain't no my bad. You've been on at least 50 plus episodes. Oh my man. I tell you, niggas can add access go live. They act different. Jesus Christ. Follow Watson, the great one, as he DJs your favorite jams. Okay, so JoJo's his own niche. So being a niche audience can okay, so is Gundam a niche audience?
Yes.
Absolutely.
It is.
I think it'd be more popular than just being a niche audience.
But Gundam has been around for a long time, though.
So many people don't like mech.
It's only popular because the kids buy all the models and toys in Japan over and over. That's the only reason why that shit just keep going. They keep making new Jones.
Okay,
those Gundams are collectibles, though.
All right, hear me out. Hear me out. I'm just trying to understand. Like everybody else, I'm a student of the game. JoJo niche audience. Gundam niche audience. Pokemon global phenomenon that's not a big 3 or anything. It's just we're above all you niggas.
Yeah.
Really?
That's pretty profound when you think about it. That's
cartoon, cards, video games,
movies, live actions.
Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go, for example.
Pikachu's in the parade too, right? They're the army.
Been in the parade for years.
Yeah, I've been there for a minute now.
Like probably almost 20 years, low key.
Yeah.
He's probably the most iconic anime character ever, besides Goku. You know what I mean?
All right, so with that being said, where does Yu-Gi-Oh stand?
The pinnacle.
Yu-Gi-Oh is up
No,
on
it's
that
not the
list, man.
pinnacle,
Like,
but
it's not a niche. It's not a.
It's for sure not a niche because I can tell you for a fact, like when I was growing up as a kid, a lot of people that wasn't even like anime watchers was into Yu-Gi-Oh. They was getting Yu-Gi-Oh cards. They was getting the this. They was out here getting the Yu-Gi-Oh hair. I mean, you could look and see like any different type of person that was into Yu-Gi-Oh. So,
they wasn't doing the hair part in Philly
at some point.
Yeah.
As a retired player myself, I mean, you know, I don't think it's
if I seen a nigga in Philly with the Bakura hairdo, he was getting flamed instantly.
Yes, all day.
Instantly.
What about the Kyber haircut?
Blamed.
So where does Yu-Gi-Oh stand? I mean, it gotta stand somewhere.
Yu-Gi-Oh had its impact because of, but I feel like it was more. Its impact comes from more outside of the anime, like the merchandise, the cards, all that other shit. Like,
Agreed. I
think a lot of it was timing. It came right after Pokemon, where we had an introduction. Digimon is still like a watered down version of Pokemon, in my opinion. I don't care.
Oh
but
my
anyways,
God, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Nah, I just don't. It was never my thing. But I think that I know it's different if you actually watch it, but there's a lot of people that didn't watch it because they thought it was a wannabe Pokemon. So let's just act like
Right,
let's
better,
not
better
that,
story,
that
better
wasn't a
character
thing.
development.
Better
But
stories,
I
better
do, but
transformation, better everything. Get
yeah,
out of here.
once you watch it, but when it first came out, you thought that it was an imitation Pokemon.
I
But
didn't.
what I'm
Like,
saying is, I'm so happy for you.
my
But
bad.
what I
Yeah.
was saying was that
What?
when it
Listen,
first
listen.
came out, it was on the coattails of Pokemon in this very different like realm of like Saturday morning cartoons and stuff. And I think that it rode that wave, and because people were already into that style of animation and stuff like that. And then it did have a good story, so I'm not gonna say that it didn't or whatever, because I love Yu-Gi-Oh! But I think that that's one of the reasons why it is so popular and well known, because it had that kind of connection.
What she meant to say was what she said. I'm happy for you. What she meant to say was,
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
that's what he meant.
What you saying?
That's
But, like,
not what I meant.
I also
Yeah.
feel
I take it
like,
like
We're
that,
good.
Like,
We're good.
but I also feel like another thing with
I-
Yu-Gi-Oh,
oh,
one more reason why like it's so popular, because like it was in that peak era of like Saturday morning cartoons as well, where it was like a lot of people, a lot of kids that were watching anime or watching cartoons didn't even know Yu-Gi-Oh was even an anime. They thought they were just watching a lit ass cartoon. So
Right.
the impact that alone had on a lot of people
Marketing
that didn't
strategy.
even know it was an anime speaks volumes, because that right there was a gateway for a lot of people that then went into like, you know, Dragon Ball Z, because Dragon Ball Z was big during that time as well. So, you know, you had kids watching Yu-Gi-Oh, Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, a little bit of Digimon, a little bit of Bakugan. So I definitely think that Yu-Gi-Oh for sure should be on that.
Don't
On
forget
that
the
list because of
Inuyasha
that.
Negroes.
You could tell Yu-Gi-Oh was getting super popular when Magic the Gathering was going out their way to try to sue them for any little card they was making, because it became a threat. Everybody in the world was really starting to play that shit. Me, I ain't
By
never
the time
played that
Yu-Gi-Oh
Magic shit.
GX became popular, Yu-Gi-Oh was like set in stone. Like that shit was here to stay.
Facts.
I think because it was a card game you actually get behind. Like the Pokemon trading card game was still around, but people mostly collect those. Like I know people in their 30s right now that still duel and play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Shit, I know people in
Like,
their
actually-
40s. The fuck?
Yeah, definitely.
I know a nigga in their 40s that got banned.
I already know what you're talking about too. Yo, you out of pocket.
Hey, we're not gonna talk about why, but I'm just saying, to get banned from a children's card game is kind of crazy. In 2020.
Bandit Keith.
Bandit Keys coming through with the Draco.
Bandit Keith got embarrassed by a child.
Hey, shit happens.
Ruined
But
that whole man career.
for this one, I know the MCU is on a decline, or they wrote themselves
been
into
on
a corner. Would they try and go the anime route again just to make some profit?
No, because it didn't work right the first 2 times they did.
I think you can fix it. You can fix it. I know Blade wasn't bad, but
Oh, you talk about those? I
Wolverine was terrible. X-Men was watchable, I
Okay.
guess. And then the Iron Man Punisher shit, that was something.
I'll stick with what if, and that's about it.
Damn.
Yeah.
When it comes to the animation,
Not
What
anime.
if? That's the only
think
thing
that
I care about.
I think with Spider-Man, they proved that animation, it can be a big market for them. So it's just
Now we
about
see
if
what
they're
you
willing
see.
to put it in a series format instead of a movie format.
No, he not talking. He
And
not
this is
talking about the Spider-Verse Jones. He talking about them shitty ass
And
them anime Jones. I know which one. Them the X-Men, the Punisher. Them Jones was
okay.
shitty.
The
Them Jones was
Wolverine
shitty.
one, the Blade one. You think MCU can go
Andrews
back
one
to
wasn't
anime?
all of them was terrible.
No.
They weren't all. Blade wasn't.
wasn't terrible. Blade
Me
was
being
not
a
I like
terrible.
comic
the
book fan, I looked at him. I like, yo, this Jones trash. This Jones trash. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I like
I ain't gonna
Wolverine better.
sugarcoat that shit.
Blade.
I don't think Blade was terrible, but Wolverine was bad. That was a bad joint.
Oh yeah.
And the X-Men joint was a bad joint.
I think it was just bad because how Wolverine looked in there, and him having long hair and kind of not looking like a rugged, like wild man. Like it just was a different take, but it was pretty good watching it. Enjoy.
Shout out to the Marvels being mid. I ain't
I like
watching
it. I thought it was dope.
Marvel's being mid. That's crazy.
I ain't watching it, so I don't know. I can't call it.
It was enjoyable. I fuck with the movie.
It's crazy.
To be honest, I would say the Marvels would like kind of save Phase 5 just a little bit because all the stuff we've seen in Phase 5, like Ant-Man wasn't great. What else came out? Miss Marvel's enjoyable. Hawkeye and Bishop or whatever, that was okay, but everything else has been kind of like it was lackluster.
Also, I did want to ask, are samurai anime just done? I mean, are we done with this?
Never.
Well, I got that new joint I was just talking about in Onimusha.
I'm ready for more.
Onimusha, Blue Eyed Samurai are doing their thing.
That's off the
and
game.
people
I mean,
like,
and Blue Eyed
people
Samurai is
like-
not an anime, allegedly, but you know.
But people like samurai anime. It's good. It's like when you watch period pieces and stuff. There's always gonna be a group of people that really enjoy that. Like if you throw a samurai anime at me, I'm gonna watch it. Otis said the same thing. He was like, "Oh, samurai anime, I'm running to it." Like there's just people that genuinely love stuff like that, and we're always gonna go towards it.
I think Naruto ruined the ninja genre of anime.
Ninja, samurai, two different things.
Two different things. Yeah, I'm about to say.
Very different things.
Listening to why the ninja side of anime or genre is ruined because of Naruto.
What was the last ninja anime we even got?
Basketball.
You got Under Ninja now.
Asking, what did we get?
You got Under Ninja now 2023. If anybody cared to watch it, it's pretty good.
Okay.
The last great ninja anime was Basilisk, the first one.
Yes.
That's what I was
That was the last great.
See, samurai anime ain't going nowhere. I told you.
All the ninja anime are just serum. Yeah, probably.
I ain't gonna lie, since we speaking of samurai anime, that new Kenshin, man, that shit trash. I'm sorry, it ain't capture like the old school jump.
That was
trash.
Because you're trying to catch lightning in a bottle again. Like you should just let Kenshin where it was, like in the period it was.
You know, settle for well enough. Quit while you're ahead.
Some stuff don't need to be remade or remastered.
Knights of the Apocalypse is still is out, so let's figure out if that's trash or not.
That's a whole nother anime. That's not Seven Deadly Sins, so you can't use that.
What you mean? It's a spinoff.
Yeah, that's spinoff. This not this a remake of a great show Kenshin had. They try to recapture it, and sorry I have to say that type of anime won't work in this age.
I'm gaslighting out here. Jeez.
Okay, so
it was always gonna fail anyway, just because of the controversy surrounding it.
The allegations.
It was not gonna be successful.
So did y'all feel the same way about Shaman King?
I didn't know Rurouni Kenshin was
controversial.
controversial.
Shaman King was fire. What?
No, see, look,
like the original. I'm like, no, I like this one. This one was closer to manga, and it was a little bit like not darker, but it was a little bit more intense than the actual one we watched from 4Kids or whatever.
See, what I'm gonna say
I like
is,
both, but I enjoy the new one and the new.
I would say no
one
one
coming out in
Shaman
like
King, but
December,
yeah,
I think.
audience.
Yeah, they coming out with the part 2 of it where his son basically takes over.
Flower. Yeah, the manga for that was kind of ass too. Like, I don't know, they ain't gonna carry it at all. They just need to do the Shaman King just like the manga, just like that. Just do it just like that. One, what they say, ratio 1-for-1. Do it just like that. It would have been perfect.
Don't pull a Boruto.
Facts.
Hey, Boruto manga
It's
is
amazing.
peak.
No, Boruto manga is amazing. The anime is crap.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you said
Hey, blame
anime.
the
I was
fillers.
like, what?
But on another subject, I really think a lot of mangas now, they really need to start doing that 1-for-1 ratio. So it's working for JJK. Like, we getting through Shibuya arc like crazy in every couple episodes. When it first started, they said Shibuya arc gonna be like what, 18, 20 episodes. I'm like, that shit ain't gonna fit in no goddamn. But the way they did it, I'm all like, oh shit, this joint really all fitting in here. Like, we really about to get a whole arc in just a little bit of episodes. So I'm like, okay.
Menace, any new gen anime that you think can or had the potential to carry?
I mean, Fairy Tail coming back.
I mean,
sheesh.
Like truly, aside from like maybe JJK, like I just don't see it because like just how the way JJK going anime and manga wise, that shit not gonna slow. I don't see that slowing down anytime soon. Like people are so into that mess. It's just because it's just for one. I know a lot of people that like it because they like the fights and they like the flashy animation, just outright point blank. So that right there alone, okay, guarantee you're gonna keep getting more views. I know people that like because JJK got a great story. You're gonna keep reading the manga. The manga ain't slowing down anytime soon. Like, I mean, obviously right now it's slowing down, but like as far as like the trajectory of where they're going, it's not gonna decline like this. Like it's just gonna keep on being where it's at, keep on being good, keep on drawing more eyes. So I definitely think that with how people are reacting to season 2, when they animate the Culling games, which is, I mean, that shit's long. So I mean, I can see that being 2 seasons in itself. Just the Culling games, long. So
part 1, part 2.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm saying, so I think JJK easy has the potential to probably carry if they space it out right. And then by the time it gets to the arc with Gojo and Sukuna, that's gonna be talked about for years, like straight up. Like that's legitimately gonna be talked about for years whenever that gets animated. So I think JJK.
I want to say in reference to the Fairy Tail comment, Fairy Tail has a huge fan base. The people like to hate on Fairy Tail, but Fairy Tail has a huge fan base. If it comes back, Fairy Tail will be in the conversation again. I don't care what anybody says.
Y'all forget right after the big 3, who's behind the big 3 in popularity? I don't give a damn what nobody say. Everybody's talking about Fairy Tail. After them 3, everybody's talking about Fairy Tail during that time.
The hate on Fairy Tail for me is kind of like it's kind of like that trend where it's like, oh, we gonna hate on Sakura and say she's useless when we really know she not. You know what I mean? It's just that's all it is. I'm just gonna hate on Fairy Tail. The internet.
I can agree that you don't like Sakura for some things, but she's not. Yeah, I don't like Sakura for other things, but I'm never gonna sit here and outright say that she's useless because she's far from that. But like Fairy Tail, the hate and the constant conversation about stuff like the power of friendship, as if literally damn near every anime we get is literally the power of friendship. It's just they don't harp on it as much. But Eren literally committed genocide because of the power of friendship.
You see the silliness. You see the silliness of this comment that she was useless. I just want to know. Who helped beat Kaguya? Who helped rescue Sasuke? Who helped save Naruto's life? If you didn't watch the war, that's on you. But that's fine.
Right.
She's definitely not useless.
I agree.
Who's the strongest woman in the series?
She's one of legendary son.
That's why you hate her.
That doesn't mean like that'll help her in her case that she's not useless. She's the strongest girl in the series.
She's one of the 3 legendary Sunny. Like, come on now.
I mean, we don't count that signing title because it don't mean shit. You got the title by losing, so what the fuck?
Oh my god!
Anyway, anyway, shout out to bum ass Jiraiya, may you rest in shit.
I knew you was gonna do that because I'm here, bro. Like, I'm not falling for the trap. I'm not falling for it.
What trap? Yeah, I think it's a trap, but I'm telling the truth. Go ahead, defend your boy. Defend Jiraiya. You're new. No, we gonna.
You're trying to fork Hokage.
I'm not. Nope. Not falling for it.
Is it now? Okay, thank you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you saying is it now. I know.
That's
John trying to end his live. People were heated because I said Jiraiya's a bum, and then I'm just
because it was just out of nowhere, like,
which is crazy.
Whoa! Wow.
I just hate
but
he's
a bum.
Serious question though. What feats does Jiraiya have that makes him this like what is
he's a lovable character.
Who has he beat? Who has he beat? What has he done?
He's a lovable character.
Julius, I appreciate your comments now. I appreciate it.
He beat Orochimaru.
Like what his biggest claim to fame is what making Itachi and Kisame leave, but that was tactical. They did it because they had to, not because they didn't think they could beat him.
A good father is crazy.
Didn't Itachi literally said like?
I mean, that's like you can literally use that same argument for someone like Tsunade. I mean, like what
Tsunade
makes her?
Too.
Tsunadi's top five Hokage.
What
What are we talking about?
What exactly are we classifying as a bum then? Like, because Jiraiya for sure wasn't a bum like that. Like, what are we dictating as being a bum?
He left the rain.
Can I get Jiraiya's win-loss record? That's all I ask. Like, what has he done?
But the way you hate on him, I think that you forget that some people like stuff.
Hinata's a bum.
Outside of the person,
If Hinata is someone like a bum,
Hinata's kitchen level. We know
above someone like Hinata.
Yeah,
what
we
is for a bum then?
Hashtag kitchen level.
Hinata's kitchen level. We know this. And Jiraiya's kitchen level too. Maybe I don't know. Where's his dubs? I need his dubs. Kiba got a dub.
So do you truly believe that if Jiraiya didn't have intel on the 6 pains that he wouldn't have defeated them?
No.
Oh my.
I don't believe you believe
that. I think that's what it is.
I genuinely don't believe you believe that, because if this man with no intel
asking,
can beat 3
what
pains,
are we talking about with this guy? Like what like actually,
I'm trying to figure out like what do you see in Jiraiya that makes him like below father level?
So hold on. We're talking about a guy that couldn't beat Orochimaru. We're talking about a guy that couldn't complete Sage Mode training. We're talking about a guy that couldn't train his pupil the correct way. We're talking about a guy that his pupil had to train him in the Rasengan. We're talking about a guy that went on suicide mission and didn't have to.
Explain that.
He's a bum.
Explain. Wait. You said his student had to teach him the Rasengan. Explain that.
So he taught Minato Rasengan, or was it the other way around?
Minato created the move. What are you talking about?
What did he do?
That logic.
No, hold on. So what are the problems I do have with Jiraiya? He trained 2 Hokage. What do you train Minato in? Tell me.
Wait. They trained together, actually.
So Minato in the young Adidas tracksuit looking like he started in the 80s. What did they train together in?
Not so powder.
So one was a Hokage candidate, and your man wasn't out of desperacy. But whatever, that's neither here nor there. So
am I tripping? Or didn't Jiraiya say that he didn't want to be Hokage? Like, wasn't that something?
He's a bum. He didn't want to be Hokage.
He didn't want to be Hokage.
So Tsunade they were so desperate. Tsunade had to go into rehab and just be like, all right, well, I'll do it, I guess. But
listen, Jiraiya said, "I want to chase hoes. I don't got time to be a Hokage."
He took Naruto's money and gave him a whack ass jumpsuit and just like, here, this is all I have to return. When you use your water balloon, you can learn yourself Rasengan. I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm gonna chase these hoes.
What jump? You mean when God gave you the jumpsuit
with me? I'm just saying that's what happened. Well, I'm not saying. I'm telling a lie. No, it was also his fault that pain happened because Orochimaru could have killed them kids because they're in a warring state. Kill them kids. It's over. Wipe them out. But Jiraiya chose to let them kids live. Had them dressed in frog suits and not train themselves to be in a warring state for the warring state they were in. And so it's like fun.
You said you didn't train them.
You was in a frog suit, and that was it.
Bro,
were they not in frog suits?
Are you just going to blatantly ignore the fact that he taught these niggas ninjutsu?
I'm asking you, were they not in frog suits?
Jiraiya is the reason why these niggas know how to do ninjutsu. What are we talking about?
This is what we're talking about. Menace, were them kids not in frog suits?
They was in frog suits. 100%.
What training is that? So show me the training when Naruto was in frog suits, preparing for the Toad shit he was doing for Sage Mode. And I got. If you can show me that, that'd be great.
Started to teach it to him.
Jiraiya's ass. It's fine. It's nothing wrong with ass.
Wow.
There's nothing wrong with being an ass anime character. There's thousands of them. Millions, maybe. He's just in that upper echelon of being ass.
The more he speaks on it, it's like, Jiraiya didn't really do much for the boy.
That's what I'm saying.
He really
Nobody did nothing for Naruto. Like, what are you?
You know who did something for Naruto?
The check off someone was like,
Hold
"Here's
on.
your money."
You know who
All right,
did
I'm
something for
gone.
Naruto? Hiruzen. And Hiruzen's the
No,
best
he
Hokage
didn't.
ever.
No, the fuck he didn't, bro.
He set my boy up with a monthly allowance. He got him a hotel, a little apartment. He did a lot for that man.
Get the
He's
stimulus
all
check.
him that don't nobody care about him. That's what.
You want to know who did the most for Naruto?
Hiruzen said, "Fuck
Killer B did the most for Naruto out of any teach that boy ever had.
Hiruzen did the most for Naruto. We're not gonna disrespect the best Hokage ever.
Hiruzen ain't do shit for that boy.
It was a Ruka and Killer B.
Check. That's what he did.
Hey,
Ruka and Killer B.
I know
Hiruzen
this
is
was
a
a
bum
topic,
through and through.
But you gotta.
but you know, we can always talk about the best Hokages. I think we did all that already, but we know Hiruzen is number one. 2 tours is Hokage.
No,
get out of here.
That boy is
Said
that boy is
2 tours.
damn near the worst
He
Hokage.
did 2 tours. Like, come on, I was
Crazy.
retired.
He
Minato
only
was
had the
night
second
one.
tenure because the 4th Hokage died. So he got that out of a technicality.
But the shit
I
happened.
mean, it did, and he did.
It
ride
don't mean
the second
that's-
tour.
Your
like-
man Donald Trump said he was the chosen one. So I think that was like Hiruzen
Oh my
right there.
God. I'm done.
Nah,
He didn't say
Let me
that.
find out Donald Trump for losing. Stimulus checks, free housing, all that.
Hiruzen had to come back in the fold.
You know, it's because of Hiruzen that the village ended up getting destroyed, right? If Hiruzen would have just killed
Destroyed?
Orochimaru when he had the chance to kill Orochimaru, you
But
know,
he had to-
none of
he
that
had
stuff
to-
would have ever happened. I'm
He had,
just
to,
saying.
he had to let his young boy go, and I get
Nah,
it.
see that Hiruzen soft. Then
He had
That
love
mean
for
he
this young
soft.
boy, but you know who could have? Oh, guess what? You know who could have stopped Hiruzen though? Jiraiya, but his bum ass did.
Why should it be Jiraiya's? Why should it be up to Jiraiya to stop Hiruzen when Orochimaru is Hiruzen's student? It should be the teacher to defeat the
Listen,
student.
Hiruzen had the blinders on for Orochimaru's potential, but you seen the bullshit because you was a bum and you seen his greatness. You're like, I gotta get this bum ass nigga the fuck out of here because it's out of malice. You had the leg up.
Interesting.
Listen to this boy.
Shout out to Hiruzen, the best Hokage, number one.
Stop it.
Now you glazing. Stop glazing.
The best
I'm
Hokage is
blazing
crazy.
off fast.
That is crazy.
I mean, this is the same man that said Shikamaru ain't a tactician, so I ain't got
Shikamaru,
nothing.
no, I didn't say that. Now,
That is exactly what you said.
Shikamaru's not a
Don't
good-
spin that.
So what I'm
Oh,
saying is
so, well, I hear
Shikamaru
you
is
said
not.
BS earlier. That's
First of
what
all,
I'm hearing.
in terms of tacticians, Shikamaru's not top 5 in the village. We had to understand that.
Yeah, he's the only one now. Like
He is the only one now.
That I ain't got nothing else to say behind that.
Not everybody, everything they got.
Now we
going.
turn on
Shikamaru's a
Shikamaru?
bum.
That's crazy.
We all know that. But you said I respect Shikamaru more because he got back in blood because Luffy's didn't get back in blood for Ace. So I at least
see,
respect
nah,
Shikamaru for that.
nah. We're not gonna do this.
That's a low blow.
We're not gonna talk about the goat.
He said what he said, though.
Hold on. Ace Killer is still out there, right? But never mind. You want to keep dying to Kaido, but you don't want
Living his best life.
Actually, he's trying to get back at Luffy.
All
and
I'm
right
saying
now.
is you want to keep dying to Kaido, but you don't want to get it back in blood for your brother.
I mean,
What happened to Yahito in the
running up
series,
on
though?
an admiral is really not a smart thing to do.
Hey,
Yeah,
dude,
Especially not his
you got
psychotic
Gear
self.
5. Do what you gotta do.
I mean, and plus,
He
if
just
we
got
gonna
Gear
keep it a
5,
buck,
like, which
it's Ace's fault that he died. You know what I mean, Ace,
It is.
Ace could still be alive right now. He
He could.
Hey,
Luffy was caught slipping.
Saved his
by
One dude,
homeboy,
one-
and he almost
He
died.
turned back around for your daddy joke.
One thing I do respect Shikamaru for, he got it back in blood for the sensei. He went to Kakashi and just like, yo, you ride it or no? And then he did, and he had to
You
do
right.
most of the work.
He
Unfortunately,
said, "You ride it or
but he got
not."
it back. I respect it. In terms of being a tactician, no, not really.
No, we wouldn't have LT. No, we
Nah.
wouldn't have.
Ace
How
was
you
a
about to
hard-headed
fold
ass
him and he had to get
dumbass.
saved by it?
Forget
His wife.
Ace. Ace was dope with the powers, but Ace was hard headed.
That's why he eventually got unalive.
You know, listen.
Yo, look at Watson's face. Whatever he's
listen.
sipping on is hitting.
We must be high.
That Long Island killing him.
No,
Listen.
whatever was in that can, that Long Island got him.
You know what's crazy? The just the outlook of a new gen carrying the big three is just so not going to happen that we had to spin the conversation all the way to Jiraiya.
Bleach is better than
other
Naruto.
Which is crazy because it just lets you know it's looking bleak out here. It's looking bleak.
Ace didn't even like his daddy LT. So what you mean?
Yeah, he talking about Whitebeard.
No, I'm talking about LT. The comment that he just popped up. He said, "So y'all saying y'all would have let a man talk about y'all pops like that? That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
he didn't even like his damn daddy."
No, he was referring when somebody said something about Whitebeard, and that's what made him turn back around and pissed him off or whatever.
I'm just saying when Luffy,
Well, Roger was his biological father.
Yeah,
That's what evidence.
he looked at
evidence.
Whitebeard as his pop. So
Yeah, he was talking about Whitebeard.
Oh, okay.
That's why. Because if it was Roger, I mean, Ace for them, I don't care about that nigga. But
he just kept running like,
I mean,
nigga ain't never did nothing for me.
But yeah, that. This is Roundtable. You know, Hollywood Sensei, what you got going on tomorrow? Make it make sense. I know. I'm sorry. What it sound like?
Yeah, tomorrow we back. Last week, nigga was tired. I mean, I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. So we ain't do no shows.
We get there sometime.
Work had me exhausted, but tomorrow, welcome to Hollywood back. Yeah, I mean, we doing the tier list, and then what it sound like, man? Yo, we doing the Saturday morning cartoons. You know what I mean? So that's the tier list for tomorrow, and then we got the interview, man. Watson. We got Weaver in the building, so we gonna talk. We gonna talk some music tomorrow.
It's going to be a villainous that I may need to be in. That can we not glaze some of these cartoons that shouldn't be up there? That's all I'm saying.
As long as X-Men is top tier, I don't care where y'all put anything.
Well, as long as you got
facts.
Talk Zone.
Gargoyles and X-Men need to be S tier.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Gargoyles ain't gonna be that high because that joint was
Gargoyles.
What about Chalk Zone? Chalk Zone.
I mean, Rudy to Booty, that's my guy, but he ain't S tier.
Gargoyles F. Get the fuck out of here. That shit's trash.
What about
Batman? This man in the Gargoyles hate is crazy. I've never met someone hate
the Incredible Hulk.
The way he does.
So y'all didn't like Mighty Ducks either?
Mighty Ducks.
Jackman Adventures.
Okay.
Get the Scooby Doo A tier. Get it up there. You know what I mean? Get the
Scooby-Doo. Just know, man. A lot of y'all favorites probably not gonna be that.
Get
Scooby
Doo A tier.
I'm coming through that show tomorrow, so I can.
With the crazy Fred. It was Red Herring. It was that nigga right there. No, it wasn't him.
Yeah, Batman Beyond was cool.
Batman Freon is F.
Batman Beyond was fire.
Batman the animated series definitely S tier.
Man,
but Batman
Beyond is trash.
I like Batman Beyond though.
Batman Beyond might be like B or C.
Yeah, Batman Beyond was alright.
It's probably about a B.
Batman Beyond was at least A tier.
The Batman.
I could give it a B.
The Batman.
Men in Black C tier. I could grade them right now. But we're gonna say that's for tomorrow. Geek Shirt, what you got going on? Where that mixtape at?
Oh man, it's almost finished. I got to get the last feature from it. Doing pretty good, man. Excited. I say I'll give it. It's still a surprise the release, but I'm going to be releasing a single soon though. So just stay tuned for it.
Menace, what you got going on? Looking like Marty McFly.
You already know what to do. Yes, sir, man. Go ahead and have me on TikTok, Man Society 3. You know what I'm saying? Every this Saturday, actually this Friday at 5 o'clock, I got Play Shorts Anime. So go ahead and join that. It's gonna be 4 p.m. Central Time if you're able to join.
Ooh.
And then on Tuesdays, I try to go live with Cam. Yeah, yesterday I was feeling like ass, so I wasn't able to go on. But usually for the most part, I go on live with Cam for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, talk about wrestling, talk about anime. So if y'all want to go ahead and join in, go ahead and listen to Cam, talk some nastiness. Hey, go ahead and join me.
The prize is just on me. This is crazy. Poor baby, he was sick. He had to take a rest. He had to take a
Oh,
Nigga,
design.
they know he's back. He's a full effect Majin Moonbeam. He's here.
Hey everybody, you can find me at Ebony_Moonbeam on all social media platforms, as well as Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time for the female-led Blerd Podcast Waifu Views. This week we're getting back to our roots, and we will be doing a review on the Netflix anime Akuma-kun. And we're going to do a couple of things. If you want to join in on the Thanksgiving tier list that we have planned, hopefully it goes better than the Halloween candy tier list that someone who shall not be named, aka Hollywood Sensei's other half, Lala, ruined with candy corn. Be sure to check that out. I am also a cosplayer, so I'm dropping stuff all over TikTok and Facebook and whatnot. So be sure to follow Ebony_Moonbeam as well as Waifu Views on all social media platforms as well. We also have a Discord now, so we're going to be doing watch parties for anime as well as movies. And later in the month, if not beginning of next month, we will also be having group gaming streams on Twitch. So that'll be coming soon too.
I do not share the sentiment that candy corn is good. That shit is horrible. Shit is
trash.
Terrible.
Watson,
just terrible.
Underscore the Great. What you got going on?
Just follow me on TikTok, YouTube, IG for more anime content. Other than that, I'll be on Hollywood Sensei What It Sound Like for an interview with my friend Weaver, doing the music interview, basically the album interview.
Interesting.
I got a bald head.
Damn.
Tried to watch it. Anything you got going on? Philly Anime Ball. What you got going on?
Yeah, you can just catch me on TikTok. I'm going back to my regular TikTok, talking about anime and video games. You know, I just usually been posting random shit lately, testing the waters. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to my video games and anime, and I'm definitely gonna talk about that game of the year because Final Fantasy 16, that shit got snubbed. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That shit at least got nominated. But hey, it is what it is. So y'all, I'm gonna start talking about that a little bit more. So catch me on TikTok, Philly Anime Ball, same shit.
Shout out Zelda being on there again.
You're on mute.
Hear you now. Wait.
Now you're really far away.
What the settings in your mic?
No, I think he accidentally hit something. He didn't mess something up.
No, I hit something accidentally. Oh, he skedaddled, but he'll come back. You know, follow Blerd Cartel, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok, Twitter. You know, just get the YouTube numbers up. That's all I'm asking. You know, I think I just recently posted a short. Who had the best teamwork? Android 18 and 17 or Vegeta and Goku?
17 and 18 hands down.
17, 18.
Because the way they pieced up Gohan, that's all.
Yeah, 17, 18.
Well, teamwork does make the brain work.
Next week we'll figure it out. Might do the best revenge kills. I don't think we did that already, but
ooh, we haven't. At least not since I've been on the show.
well, we did spin the block. Who would spin the block? We were talking about characters that actually did spin the block. So just
y'all better put Roy Mustang up there. That's all I know. Cause he's won the block several times. He's won the block twice.
This is what Gohan. One of my favorite scenes. AJ's back. Where they can find you at before we skedaddle?
My bad.
Oh no, they got him.
4G is killing this man.
Shadow Realm.
Well, how about you? Just enjoy yourselves.